Ladies and gentlemen, when we left the story of Bill Gates, he was on top of the world. Microsoft had become a global empire. Windows was transforming the way people worked, learned, and connected. At only 31 years old, Bill Gates was the youngest self-made billionaire in history. It seemed like the story could have ended there, but in truth, it was only just beginning. Because success is not a destination. Success is a journey. And Bill Gates' journey was far from over. With great success came great challenges. As Microsoft grew into one of the most powerful companies in the world, competition intensified. Rivals fought to bring him down. Governments questioned his company's power. Lawsuits piled up. Bill Gates faced one of the biggest antitrust cases in history, accused of monopolistic practices. Critics attacked him, the media scrutinized him, and many predicted his empire would collapse. But here lies one of the greatest lessons from his story. True leaders do not break under pressure, they adapt, they learn, and they grow. Gates did not let controversy define him. He accepted the challenges, fought the battles, and emerged wiser. Sometimes success means standing tall even when the storm surrounds you. Sometimes it means taking responsibility, even when the world is pointing fingers. Even as he continued to build Microsoft, something inside Gates was changing. He had reached the pinnacle of wealth, but he began to ask himself a bigger question: what is the purpose of all this? What good is success if it does not help others? What is the meaning of billions of dollars if the world around you is still suffering? This shift in thinking marked a new chapter in his life. Alongside his then-wife Melinda, he created the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, one of the largest private charitable foundations in the world. Instead of focusing solely on building software, Gates began focusing on building solutions for humanity. He set his eyes on fighting poverty, improving education, and eradicating deadly diseases like malaria and polio. Bill Gates, the software king, was now becoming Bill Gates, the humanitarian. He invested billions into medical research, vaccines, and projects that helped the poorest regions of the world. While most billionaires measured success by profits, Gates began measuring success by lives saved. He showed the world that true greatness is not just about creating wealth, but about using that wealth to create change. Think about the courage this took. It is easy to cling to your comfort zone, to your empire, to your familiar battles. But Gates stepped away from daily leadership at Microsoft to dedicate himself to causes far greater than himself. That is a level of courage most people will never understand. Because courage is not only about starting something new, it is also about letting go, about trusting others to carry forward the company. Today, when we look at Bill Gates, we see a man who not only revolutionized technology, but also redefined philanthropy. His vision is no longer limited to computers, it extends to humanity. He has donated more than half of his fortune to help the world, and continues to inspire other billionaires through initiatives like the Giving Pledge, encouraging the wealthy to commit most of their wealth to charitable causes. And yet, there is another powerful lesson here. Even in philanthropy, Gates faced criticism. People doubted his intentions, questioned his decisions, and spread conspiracy theories. But he remained focused. Because he understood one thing: you cannot control what the world says about you, but you can control what you give back to the world. Bill Gates' journey teaches us that success without significance is empty. You can earn all the money in the world, but if you never use it to make an impact, it will eventually lose meaning. Gates once said, "It's fine to celebrate success, but it is more important to heed the lessons of failure." His life reminds us that wealth is not the goal, impact is. Influence is. Legacy is. So, what do we learn from the complete story of Bill Gates? We learn that curiosity can spark a journey that changes the world. We learn that vision allows you to see the future before anyone else. We learn that courage means leaving comfort for impact. We learn that perseverance means standing strong through storms of criticism and challenge. And we learn that true success is not measured by how high you climb, but by how many lives you lift up along the way. Bill Gates' story is not just about computers. It is not just about Microsoft. It is about daring to dream, daring to act, and daring to give back. It is about the boy who dreamed of putting a computer on every desk, and the man who dreamed of a healthier, fairer world. He proved that no dream is too big, no challenge is too great, and no success is complete until it serves others. So, my friends, as you listen to this story, ask yourself, what is your dream? What vision do you see that others cannot? What leap of faith are you afraid to take? And most importantly, how will you use your success to leave the world better than you found it? Bill Gates' life reminds us that we all have the power to shape the future. You don't need to be born rich. You don't need to have all the answers. What you need is passion, vision, courage, and the relentless determination to keep going, even when the world doubts you. Remember this, if a boy from Seattle, fascinated by computers at 13, could rise to change the world, then so can you. If Bill Gates could turn his vision into reality, then your vision, too, can become real. Success is not reserved for the chosen few, it is built by those who dare to dream big, work hard, and never give up. So go forward. Build your dream. Create your future. And when you find success, remember to use it to light the path for others.